lovers, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from the Superdome. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready? Yellow lady, yellow lady. Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Dances by him. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
A give to Kamara running right. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Let's get that ball, Let's get that ball right here. Watch, kill. Whip. Watch the whip. Shoot.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Now Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
36. You kill. Hey, echo.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Drops this up to Kamara out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game too. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Will Lutz on for the point after. Good, as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Push him back. Push him back. Check it back, Rock.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
50. Hey, orbit. Defense wins championship, baby. 47 Mike, 47 Mike. Mike, 47. Here we go, D.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
He's an absolute oak tree in the pocket because he is so hard to get on the ground. Not as elusive as he used to be, but still, trying to get him down, tough for any defender. In that case, he's able to move just enough. Incomplete pass downfield.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. Barry on the punt as he gets this one away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Breeze. And this is Cook with the ground. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Set, 5-8, 5-8. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Wait a second.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
The tackle made by Devin Wood. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Hey,
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now Breeze finding Kamara. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ready. Yellow waiting, yellow waiting. Check back 21. 0-2, 0-2. Watch the screen. 5.
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
There's Breeze. Cook with a 1st down and much more. That'll be complete to Cook. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
1st and 10.
Ready. Yellow waiting, yellow waiting.
On 1st down, Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Bree's going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Hey, Foxtrot, come on!
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Roethlisberger. This is White on the screen. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Samuels. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
54 Mike. Check. Watch 54.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
180.
And the Steelers first down.
54. Mike. Hey, two. I'm coming after you. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's click.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Here we go.
Roethlisberger now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Ben to throw again. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Roethlisberger, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw is Breeze. Again has it complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Breeze. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Breeze now to throw. And some room to roam now. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Here's Breeze to throw. He's got Smith here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. Breeze now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Breeze gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Steelers' 46-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And Joshua has it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the pickup there.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Breeze to throw again. This is caught by Gill. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. Another costly turnover, their 2nd of this second half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
But
it's football. Exactly. They named a game for it. Take care of it.
They begin on the ground here with Connor. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
At the 12-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Roethlisberger will throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Going top shelf for Smith. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep down. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 76 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. They do tack on the extra point as well, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Saints 16.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Slam. Snickers, got spin.
Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Alert, alert. Here we go.
Roethlisberger to throw. And he's caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 65 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes right side. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Extra point now by Boswell. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Breeze now on first down. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Breeze. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And this is Cook with a grab. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.